Hi everybody, it's Kathy here and I'm coming to you with a layout for Tara, the Paper Snobs Rainbow Crush YouTube and Instagram hop. Now this is new for 2025 and I'm pretty excited. We're going to be doing a monochromatic focus each month, and this time it is blue. So for January we're using blue, and I've gone with some Vicki Boutin, of course, the colour queen of all paper. And I'm using her Colour Rush here from her paper pad, and that's going to be the basis for my layout of Hubbard Glacier. So I'm just trimming it down now because I'm going to build it up into the thirds, because 1/3 of it is going to be my panoramic photo of the glacier. So I have got a punch here, a border punch, which I'm using to punch out two borders, which I'm going to put top and bottom to the layout. And I'm doing it as a dotted scallop, just to add a little bit of interest to the layout. Monochromatic layouts always look very dramatic, and I like the ability to mix and match the colours. This side of this paper has got the polka dots on it, and I really do like that. It's a very subtle polka dot, whereas on the back it's got a very, very, very fine pinstripe. So the two complement each other nicely and fit on this page beautifully, going well with the photos that I've chosen to scrap today. So I have cut these down to 3/4 inches, and they, as I said, will go top and bottom. The other two strips are in 4-inch strips, and then of course my photo is also a panoramic, which is 12x4. So that will go right across the page, and then I have two other smaller photos which I'm also including on the layout. Now this is a slowly built layout. I have got a base which I'm going to construct one step at a time, and then from there I'm going to put it all together, and then I can start to embellish it. Now Tara, she is such a talented person, and there are lots of people playing along. So I can't wait to see what everybody else is creating for this. I like monochromatic layouts. They're a great way of emphasizing your photos, because you are choosing the color that is going to be the highlight of your photos, and therefore your photos will pop automatically on the layout. So I'm putting this strip down here to the bottom. That's a decorative border. I just thought I'd just add a little bit more. Sometimes with monochromatic it is a little bit challenging as well, to come up with ideas that are not going to clash but actually complement. So it does take a while to sort out your papers and decide what you're going to do. Look at that photo. Isn't it just stunning? That day was magic. We were so lucky. We sailed into Glacier Bay and the sun was perfect, and the water was as still and as calm as like a pond. It was just amazing. It was cold. It doesn't look cold, but it was cold, but it looks brilliant. The colours are just magic and perfect for this Rainbow Crush for January. These are leftover pieces from a page that I've used previously. So that's why I'm saying this could fall into the Baby Got Scraps category as well. And I'm just building some interest across the layout to bring in that darker blue. And I've kept the dotted theme going through. Now, I, in the end, choose to make those squares smaller and to halve them into triangles so that they fit into that diamond pattern. So I wanted to do like a chevron-y diamond pattern across the layout as well. So you can see that the little pops of the lighter blue, I pick up the lighter blue in the photos, and that really makes those photos pop on this layout. Now, that is basically the background as I'm going to have it. Now, those two thin strips that I cut when I used the border punch, I'm also going to use those to go along the edge of my photo and tie down these little bits of blue that I'm going to add just for interest. I started with 1.5 inch by 1.5, and I brought it down to 1 inch by 1 inch. And then I cut them in half so that I had the triangles and I was able to put them onto the layout. Now, to make that easier and less messy, I've run it through my Xyron Sticker Maker. I love my Xyron Sticker Maker. It is the best tool. I would have to say it's my most prized tool. I love it, and it makes playing with smaller pieces that much easier to manipulate, particularly when you use the repositional tape. So I'm just tucking those into the little spaces, as you can see here, and that allows me to have those little points of interest and lets you draw your eye around the layout quite easily. Tucking one here on the corner, making sure that I go right across and draw your eye all the way around that layout. Now, with the monochromatic, you do need to go in your ombre effect. It really is an easy way of making sure that the layout works well, having light through to dark, and then just building around that combination. So I'm just putting in those little strips there, as you can see, to edge off my photo. That also gives a landing point for those ones I've tucked in behind. So the whole page now comes together nicely. I'm just going to trim off the edge of my photo here. It's a little bit over the side so that I have an equal edging for this layout. And I'm now going to put it to the 1-inch frame that I previously cut out of a very light blue basil cardstock, and I'm using that to frame my layout. That gives it extra strength, but it also gives it a finishing off effect, because I like to have a frame around my photos and my layouts. So I'm just doing it one strip at a time, and that is how I can ensure that it goes down evenly and flat and in the center. Alright, so we now come to the interesting part of the layout. I'm really sorry about my voice, and I'm just really trying very hard to get through this video. So please persevere with me. I'm sorry about this cold. It is lingering so long. I'm just a little bit annoyed that it's taking so long to shift. But what can you do? You just have to persevere. Alright, so I've gone through all my ephemera, and I've gone through lots of packs, and I pulled out anything that was in the blues and anything that related to this. So I have a little world globe there. I have a little film strip which I'm tucking in. I have some little sayings that say, not all who wander are lost. This is stunning moments, and then I have a little one down there that says return trip to Australia. So I thought that was a perfect little tag to put in there. I've gone and gotten some alphas. Now this ties into how to kill our kit with style, because this month we're focusing on alphas, and I've got these thicker chipboard white letters which I'm going to include here, and you saw me testing out whether I wanted it in the top panel or the bottom panel. It looks better down in the bottom. I gently put my titles to the top, but this one I've decided to go down here to the bottom. I love the swirly effect of these letters. They look just right on this layout, giving you the swirls and picking up the swirls in the clouds that you can see in the sky in those photos. I have done nothing to those photos. Those photos are just as they were on the day, taken through my phone camera. I didn't even use my really good camera. I've just used my phone, and I am so thrilled with how that has come together. Just adding in a date stamp because it was August last year. I can't believe that it was so long ago that I was in Alaska, but it was, and I like going back and reliving the memories. I've had these photos sitting here forever, ready to be scrapped, and this was the perfect opportunity. So I am contemplating, as you can see here, when I start playing with it, I'm thinking, is it enough? Do I need to do anything else to it? But I think the photos do enough for this layout. I think they tell us exactly the story. I don't need to journal on this page because there is a page where I have got journaling. As you can see, I've got a little tag up there. I've got my little cluster happening there. I have another little cluster happening down the bottom with the title and another little saying and quote there. And I think that's it for this layout. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate all my subscribers who keep coming back, and if you are new to my channel and you've only found it through the playlist today, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you can follow the journey throughout the year as we do this Rainbow Crush all the way. Thanks, Tara, for organising this. I love a new challenge. Happy scrapping, everybody. Here's my next video recommendation for you, and I'll see you in the next video.